Heracles' seventh labor is to capture the rampaging Cretan bull, which he could do in his sleep at this point. Seventh labor, no sweat, a check. Next, Heracles has to go to Thrace to capture the man-eating mares of Diomedes. There's a lot of different versions of this one, but they all end the same way. Eighth labor, a check. Heracles' ninth labor is to fetch the belt of Hippolyte, queen of the Amazons. At first, Hippolyte agrees to just give Heracles the belt, but then Hera, of course, starts a rumor that Heracles has come to kidnap Hippolyte, and the Amazons jump him. In the ensuing struggle, Heracles kills Hippolyte and takes her belt. Ninth labor, check. Hippolyte, we barely knew thee. Just one labor left, but there were 2 disqualifications. For Heracles' final 3 labors, let's go to the thought bubble. The 10th labor takes Heracles far to the west, to Erythea, where he must seize the red cattle of Geryon. On the way, Heracles is so angry about how hot the sun is that he aims his bow and arrow at it. The sun is so impressed with Heracles' bravery that he gives the hero a golden cup. And it's not just any cup, it's a magic cup. That's also a ship. After Heracles kills Geryon and his herdsman and his 2-headed guard dog, he uses the cup to transport the cattle back across the sea. But then they escape, and he has to chase them all over Europe. When Heracles finally gets them to Eurystheus, the king sacrifices them to Hera. That's labor 10 check, and tells Heracles, okay, you screwed up twice though, so here are your 2 makeup labors. Labor 11 is collecting golden apples from the nymphs, the Hesperides. This is the one where he tricks Atlas into helping him. He also frees Prometheus. You know how this turns out. Check. And the 12th and final labor is to travel to the underworld and bring back that damned doggo, Cerberus, Hades' 3-headed guard pup. Heracles travels to the land of the dead, where Hades happens upon Heracles and tells him, you can have Cerberus, but only if you can defeat him without any of the weapons you've brought. Heracles agrees, snags Cerberus around the neck, and chokes him into submission. He drags the dog to Eurystheus, gets him to sign off on the final labor, that's the check to end all checks, and then returns Cerberus to Hades. Thanks, Thought Bubble.